We are here at the Tidal Basin in Washington, D.C. The Tidal Basin is just west of the National Mall and part of the West Potomac Park, a U.S. national park. The park has many famous monuments, including Jefferson Memorial, which you see behind me. But its most famous attraction? The cherry blossom trees. These pink and white blooms serve as a symbol of international friendship. The original trees were a gift from Japan in 1912. Millions of people from around the world come to Washington each year during the cherry blossom's peak bloom.
Peak bloom is a term that you hear a lot this time of year, and for the purposes of the cherry blossom, peak bloom is defined when 70% of the Yoshino variety of cherry trees are in bloom.
It's just famous. I mean, like everywhere you can see like the like Washington D.C. Cherry Blossom Festival. Like every year in like Twitter or like Instagram, in the world everywhere. Like people just know that.
Coming from Buffalo, New York, where it's been winter for even a mild winter this year, but winter for the past 5 months or so it seems. It's just nice to be out in the sunshine and to see evidence of spring all over.
I come a couple times for the cherry blossoms because I love them, and I always try to come early, the peak, and then a couple days later. I just love this place.
People love cherry trees for a lot of reasons. I think obviously they're so beautiful, and I think it's just a way for people to connect with nature and just sort of see the beauty and kind of the awesomeness of flowering plants. My name is Margaret Pooler, and I'm the Director of Research here at the U.S. National Arboretum. We're located in Washington, D.C. One thing that the National Arboretum does is research, and one of the species that we work on is flowering cherries, and we're in one of our research fields right now. In our research program, we create hybrids. That is, we take pollen from one plant and put it on another plant to combine the best traits from both of those. And so most of the plants here in our research field are various hybrids of that kind that we've created. So this is an example of just one of the trees in our research field. It's one of our hybrids. You can see it's an earlier flowering one because, as you can tell, it's already pretty much finished the peak bloom. It's already dropping some of its petals. There's a big weeping cherry tree out by the herb garden. You have to see that. And there are several other weeping ones along the way. Another favorite of mine, a species that blooms a little later, is one called the Sargent cherry. That's a larger tree but has really clear pink blooms. The Yoshino cherries have a long history here in the U.S. They came here over 100 years ago as a gift from Japan. They came specifically to be planted around the Tidal Basin down at the National Mall. And in fact, some of those, a very few of those original plants still exist there. The reason they're so spectacular is because there's so many of them all in bloom at once. The ones here, you can look at them more individually.
Great place to take the family and just walk around and be outside. So, and far less crowded than down at the Tidal Basin.
Oh, we are having a lovely day with family field trip, having picnic here. Yeah, breathing fresh air, cleaning our mind.
They are beautiful. It just is breathtaking, and they smell so wonderful, and it's perfect.
It's been a very long winter, so this makes it a refreshing change of pace.